And you're live.
Oh, boy.
Not actually live, but you know.
What's going on, guys? My name is Justice.
I'm Matt.
Dad's Matt. This is the ExAnime Podcast, where we talk about the...
Episode 4.
Yeah. Where we currently talk about seasonal anime, and maybe next week, the plan is to just have general conversations about anime as a whole with a guest.
Yeah, we're going to be watching Corpse Party.
Yes.
That'll be it's an OVA. I don't know where you find it. Probably some sketchy
I think
sites.
you can buy it on Prime.
That's right. Yeah. It's like a 45-minute. It's called Corpse Party Tortured Souls, I think it is. It's definitely gory. So if you don't like gory, then it's definitely not something for you. But it's pretty good because it'll be our last podcast of October.
Mm-hmm. Today, we're going to be talking about 6 shows, being Jujutsu Kaisen, Tanikawa Over the Moon, Higurashi, Adachi and Shimamura, Ikebukuro Westgate Park, and The Day I Became a God. We did have a larger list at the beginning of the season, but we've been dwindling some down. And I think today we may dwindle down our last one to be exactly at 5. Yeah. And I know you currently have one in mind. So do I. I think ours is different. We can come to an understanding.
I'm pretty sure it's different. Yeah.
But
we're keeping Over the Moon for you.
Because
it's, oh my God. Lewd hand holding.
There are 3 that are guaranteed.
Adachi and Shimamura, because also lewd hand holding. Wink, wink later today.
Jujutsu Kaisen, Tanikawa, Adachi are the 3 that have to stay. So, which one do you want to start with first?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I had mic 3 still on, so it's picking up a little bit of you, but I'll just delete it in post.
Oh, that's fine.
I want to start with, I kind of want to start with Over the Moon for you, but I want to wait, because I want to hit Over the Moon, then Adachi and Shimamura, because I have a joke that goes with both.
Okay.
Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah.
It was pretty, I'm going to be honest, because they introduced a new character, I forget how to pronounce her name. I don't know if you remember how to...
I do not. I can
listen, dude. It's Team Naruto. You just
basically
because she shows up and she's pretty badass. They kind of establish, her abilities, which, like halfway through the episode when she pulls out like a hammer and nails. I'm like, really? That's your thing? Like, I mean, I guess it works.
Nobara Kugisaki.
Yeah, that sounds about right. My favorite part of those, because remember in episode 2, we leave off with their roommates still next door, and then you go into episode 3 and they're still roommates right next door.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of gives you that little bromance relationship. Not really bromance, but she does not like him, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely not she seems like, because she said like halfway through the episode, she only moved to the city for like money.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of her goal. Because that's the same as, what was that other show we were watching? They're just in it for the money. Oh, no, Burn the Witch, remember? There's like one that's in it for the fame and the one's in it just for the money. Gave me like a similar feel. I'm like, it's like, she might be in it for the money, but deep down, she probably kind of cares, but we don't know yet. Because, they just introduced, you saw a little bit of her in episode 2.
Yeah, I thought her character was kind of interesting. Definitely not super well defined yet. I think one of the difficulties about the show is, look, it's a shonen. Yeah. So there's definitely a lot of tropes that are being built. Like you can very much see the like Kakashi, Sakura, Naruto, Sasuke like team style that is being built, similar like for Bleach stuff and all of that. I don't know. Besides the main character having a demon inside him, there's not a whole lot that's like really special about anyone yet, or they're stand out-ish.
It's the whole like you got to build it up. That's why there's nothing too special. That's pretty much it. Nothing really happened. I did leave a note. Just let the kid die. Like, fuck it.
Yeah,
It was also weird. Like, I love how they're doing their monsters. They do have similar things, but they look drastically different at the same time so far.
Yeah, the monsters look cool. The animation does look good. At the very end, like the episode 3 was very like standard, like introduce the character, here's a conflict to make sure that people are compatible to work together. But beyond that, like
Not
I
much
don't
else
know.
happened.
At the end of the episode, there was like the thing of like one of them is supposed to die next episode. That's like literally a thing that was set up, like worded.
Was it like they're supposed to die, or I thought it was more of like a they could.
Is dead.
Wait, one of them is dead?
At least that's the way it was phrased. Like I can pull it up here really quick, but
yeah, but like we said, episode 3, nothing happened.
Yeah, that was the only like thing that threw me off. Where it's like
maybe next episode it'll be. I mean, shoot, that kid almost died the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's gonna eat another finger. He's already eaten 2 in the course of like what, 2 episodes?
Yeah, he's eaten 1 each episode except for the third one.
Do you just want to skip over then to like Ikebukuro Westgate Park?
Bruh, Ikebukuro, dude, that goddamn show.
Hang on. It's Bloods versus Crips. Literally, it's red and blue. It's, like,
it's not even Bloods versus Crips. It's like, yo, Bloods,
dance party.
Crips got your back.
Like, at the end of the episode, yeah, they're teaming up to go fight. I don't know what the other gang would be. The cartel. Also,
that gang was just like a bunch of thugs that were too much of an asshole to be allowed in any other current game.
Dude, that was a pretty cool fight.
Yeah.
Dude, the one, I always forget his name, the really burly, the big dude, he like crushes a coin just with his 2 fingers in half and throws it. And it's like, you're going to fucking fight this dude? Like, it's not even a matter of like the angle is straight up fold, throw. It's like, that dude's going to touch your neck and snap it.
Yeah, I thought that like was that scene near the end where they're setting up to beat up the thugs was 100% like expected. Like those moments where it's like, oh, like the dude's got a bat, oh, they've got a taser, and you see like the excess stuff where it's like they're all gonna get their fucking asses whipped. I will say
it was cool to watch them get their butts kicked.
Yes, and the hits, like the way the punches like looked animation wise, like it looked like there was actual like weight to it. Like they did a really good job of like
it's not your generic like I hit you, you fall over. Like it's like My Hero kind of does that. Like there's actual more oomph.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the most recent season, but like seasons before.
Yeah.
But I guess we skipped over the whole first part. Apparently there's like
a curry chain.
That's
absolute shit.
Who would have guessed a corporation's messed up?
Yeah, the first thing, well, basically one of the only things that I wrote down for this episode is this curry chain is absolute shit.
Yeah. They also have military police, apparently. Like, I was watching, I was like, there's military police? Like, what's the point of this?
They have
like
enforcers.
Yeah.
For...
And then they make you do push-ups. Like, what's the whole point of, like, a push-up? Oh, also, I did put fly. Sorry, I'm trying not to swear on this one.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
Oh, okay. So I wrote fly, bitch, fly. I'm literally watching. I'm like, jump, 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 jump.
It's messed up.
And they caught him with that. First of all, it's like, they were going to catch him with some bullshit, like, inflatable whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's actually called. Oh, yeah, I guess the other gang. So G-Boys is the blues. And then Red Angels. I actually miswrote and I wrote Red Angles. But Red Angels are the gang, and apparently their dancers, their leader is some dancer.
Yeah.
That was a weird introduction to them, and then both sides seem to be structured similar. You got the heads, and you got the nice, secondary, but can be a badass at the same time. They're also about to go beat up someone at a hospital.
Yes.
We're going to beat you up in a hospital.
Yeah. I don't know if it's, and this was something that was good, had kind of alluded to before we started. It turns out Ikebukuro Westgate Park is an adaptation of a live-action TV series from like 12 years ago in Japan.
It's a legit.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go watch the live action next week. Is that what's gonna happen?
This is an anime podcast where we only talk about anime. But But yeah, I didn't quite realize that it like.
How did you find that out? Was it just like randomly you?
So I was curious about one of the characters, and instead of just immediately going to like my anime list and clicking down, I just already had Google up, so I put in Ikebukuro Escape Park, or at least the abbreviation for the IWGP, and the live action was the first thing that popped up. So
when did the live action come out? I mean, the anime so far, I actually really enjoying. The animation's pretty good. No, but also, like, later in the episode when they see him on TV, they just straight up call him out on live TV. Like, oh, he quit, and then he got beat up. This guy quit, and he got beat up. Coincidence? And that's when the big fight happens after that. What did I write? Oh, and now they're like a joint gang? Is kind of
it's a drama that had one season in 2000.
Jesus. 20 years later, we're making a live action.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically, from my understanding, like this is a same universe, different telling. Like
so it's like okay, that makes sense.
More anthology style, like it doesn't exactly like read to what the live action did kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Also, I mean, that's pretty much all that happened. There was some great fight scenes.
It was rated 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb.
So you're telling me we need to go watch it? I wonder if the G Boys are in it.
Oh, the G Boys are definitely going to be in this. I don't know how many people rated this show.
Does it say? Like,
almost 300 people, 299.
Hey, we could be 300, Justice. We could be number 300.
There's only 11 episodes.
Really?
Yeah.
How much is this show slated for? Isn't it slated for 24, I thought? This might only be... No, this 12. Is only 12.
Yeah, this one's currently only slated.
The only two core show we're watching, right, is Jujutsu Kaisen. That's the only one slated for 24.
Put me on the spot here.
Dude, I hope Adachi and Shimamura has 24 episodes.
So Adachi has 12 episodes.
Damn it.
Confirmed. Higurashi is 24 episodes as well.
Trust me, by next week, we'll have the whiteboard up, which is a lie. We both know it's a lie. It's not going to happen.
I'll make sure it will happen.
I'll just go order it.
Noblesse doesn't have the total number confirmed yet.
And you're still watching it. I just hopped off that Michael Jackson train as fast as I could.
You missed the vampires, man.
Oh my God. It's well, they already specified, weren't they, vampires in the first episode?
Well, there's other ones now.
Oh, there's Frankenstein. I guess that's all.
By the way, to quickly backtrack for Jujutsu Kaisen, at the end of the episode, there is a log of a...
Is this a post-credit thing?
No, it was just before the credits, of an incident at a prison courtyard, where it's like, due to the nature, we quickly dispatched 3 people, and then it says, and 1 died. And then it cuts to credits.
Oh, I guess I just wasn't paying attention to that. I thought it was...
Yeah, it was literally supposed to be like a case log of like what happened.
Well, the thing is, I don't think one of the 3 will die. I think it's going to be they'll meet like a 4th person. It'll be some, I don't know, some dude that you like. He's going to die. There's going to be a tragic...
I feel like it's setting up for the super powerful like sensei to immediately die and suddenly like they have to be trained by somebody else. Because that dude is set up to be like super powerful, and to just have him immediately get... would be kind of fitting.
Well, maybe they'll just kill... Well, they could go the other shonen way. It's like you kill off some random little kid that like you've grown attached to, and now he's dead, so you must...
Yeah, but there's no one we are attached to.
No, that's why they're going to get you attached to one episode. Listen, man, I want to eat your pancreas got me attached in like 30 seconds.
Specifically the way it was stated, like of those... The way it sounds like of those 3, one of them is dead. But... I just wanted to kind of...
Hopefully that teddy bear thing dies.
Ikebukuro Escape Park, it's all right. There's not a whole lot of crazy stuff that's going on right now. Like, it's enjoyable. I just don't feel like... imagine
Dragons?
A dinner plate. There's the steak and the potatoes and some like green beans.
I know where you're going with this.
And
yeah, it's the steak.
like, it's the steak, but the steak is a little undercooked, and they don't exactly have any gravy with the potatoes, and it's like it's enjoyable, but it's just missing those small touches to make it like a really good show.
I'm gonna keep watching it.
I'm definitely gonna keep watching it anyways. Like,
I'm
watching 14 shows right now.
I can talk about Westgate Park, and then you can talk about I Want to Become a God. The day I became a god.
We could.
That could work out. Planning live on air. Not even live, non-live, pre-recorded.
Yeah.
I understand. I think it's just because I like gang-related stuff.
Mm-hmm. We didn't have on our list because we kind of passed it. The Akudama Drive.
Yeah, I know. I haven't watched any of that yet. Have you?
Yes, I'm 2 episodes in.
Is it pretty good?
So, it looks really good. Animation-wise, it's very, very stylistic. Even the scene shifts are super stylistic. It's just a fun show. Like, at one point, one of the gang members, which in that world, the Akudama are like criminals that are set to be executed but haven't been caught yet. And one of the ladies is literally a professional surgeon that apparently is so proficient. She has her head cut off and she sews it back on before she dies. Look, man,
I have questions.
It's like a cyberpunk futuristic, like, it's all sorts of
like
crazy.
some, like, have you ever seen Durarara?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like how she has no head, Elsie?
I've only watched like 15 episodes randomly when it was on Toonami. So,
but to the next thing, Over the Moon for you. Oh my God, dude, more. What did I wrote here?
Hold on. Before we do Over the Moon, we might as well just get The Day I Became a God out of the way. And then we can go really
that's
deep
all.
into
That's gonna
Adachi
be
and
all
Shimamura.
you. I didn't watch any of it.
Dude, that fucking second episode, I was at work and my coworker, Chris, if you're listening to this, hello, Mr. Baldy.
Is he bald?
Yeah, he's very bald.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's bald. Dude, there's the level of ridiculousness. At one point, Hina is the little godchild. Is like, oh, I still know a way for you to get you to fall in love, or to get the girl that you like to fall in love with you. Because that
After
was kind
she
of
fucked it up the first episode.
Yeah, it's like,
Miss.
on top of that, we can also help your sister with her film project that she has to do. So they start doing film stuff where it's like, and action. And he's like acting out specific movie scenes.
Yeah.
And the girl is just kind of there. She's not really the main attention or the joke of the entire situation. But at one point they cut over to the like first movie scene, and he's like in an astronaut suit, and he's like, there's an asteroid heading directly for Earth, and they're sending me and an entire crew to go divert this. For some reason they, being an expert driller makes me qualified for this. It's like, are you telling me that you guys are acting out Armageddon scene right now? Are you fucking kidding me? And then,
such a stupid movie.
Dude, so they act that one out, and then they cut to the next one because of course it fails. And then they're doing Rocky, and for whatever reason, the dad is involved to the point where
there's no damn.
Yeah, you get introduced to his dad.
Oh no, I meant like an actual Rocky movie. There's like no.
No, the dad for the Armageddon one is supposed to be like the government agent that like helps and gets him to go, and then in the second one he's a referee.
So it's just this turning into Gintama where we're just gonna act out whatever we want. Like, is that the whole premise of the show?
It was ridiculous. That scene was pretty funny, And then I was like, they surely can't do it. So of course they do a third and final scene, but they don't even like officially record this, or they record it, but they don't really do too much with it. And it's him as fucking Edward Scissorhands, and it is absolutely hilarious. Because they try to be like coy with him looking like that, but it's entire black leather. Like he's got the black stringy hair. They put a beak on him so that way it'd be different, kind of thing.
Copyright issues, man.
Yeah, dude, it was hilarious. It was very, very funny. And of course, the sister is absolutely loving it, where she's like, I'm going to get an A. And they like cut over where she's like doing what you do in like an editing bay or freaking PC.
Oh, yeah, you just sit there depressed and you're just like, oh, man.
Oh, God, no. She was so excited. Like, she was speed demoning through things. Was like, man, if anyone realistically could edit that fast, they would be the happiest person alive, because they'd be able to get movies done in an hour.
That's what I did on episode 1 with your Ums and Uhs. No, dude, editing. Oh, my God. Dude, no, there's an anime we should watch. It's an anime literally about making anime.
Oh, I know this.
Yeah, I've seen the first couple episodes and I had to drop off of it because we actually watched it in Anime Club when I was up at State. It was actually really good. I can look up the name. But it's interesting because you, like... Imagine making an anime about you making an anime.
I have all the equipment and software to make manga digitally.
You should make a manga. That should be your end of season. Draw us one panel a season.
Fuck that.
No, just one panel.
No, I'm good.
Have you seen the original One Punch Man? Like light novel. It looks like crap. It got an anime adaptation.
Yeah, after it was readapted.
Yeah, they'll readapt yours. You'll get $10.
I should say that the girl's name is Izunami. Eventually, by the way, that all of the movie stuff fails, because of course it does. She's like, oh, well, why don't you just, I don't know, make a song? She loves listening to music. So he does, with the help of her. And it's all right. It was pretty good. Like, it got good laughs out of me. There's definitely
Academy
some like
awards for her.
No,
but
there are definitely some like hints as like a bigger narrative. I'm enjoying it as more of a laid back thing. I thought it'd be way more serious, more on tonally, but even to a certain degree, like so it's the same people that make Angel Beats. Angel Beats also has a bunch of hilarious moments.
Yeah, it has like an overarching, like, you're in spoiler. I mean, everyone should know it's a spoiler. I mean, you're all dead. And you're trying to come back to life. Is like the whole premise of it. It's like, just have fun. It's literally just like a high school anime, except when they're shooting. Like, before I saw Angel Beats, all I saw was GIFs of them shooting at something. Like, what the? This looks dope. This is going to be a cool action anime. Nope, we're playing checkers. Let me dive out of the window.
Yeah. So, keeping that in mind, I'm definitely going to continue to watch it. I don't even think this is like the weakest one out of the list.
Took it
personally,
all the weakest ones.
Yeah, personally, well, out of our current list.
Yeah.
I think personally our weakest one currently is maybe Higurashi. But that's because things aren't really happening yet. It is a build-up
stuff.
And I think that one's also 24 episodes.
I'll be honest, and nothing happened in Higurashi. Minus like the end. I mean, there was a whole investigation of, every year this dude shows up and every year someone dies. I don't know about you, but seems kind of sus to me.
Yeah.
I was just in Medbay. Boom. 4 for 4 for Among Us reference.
But yeah, I think Higurashi's currently the weak one. I'm still 100% invested in watching all of these shows, as well as all of the other shows that we've dropped, plus other ones that we're currently not talking about, at least not heavily talking about.
Mocha Bear.
I am not watching Kuma Bear. And it's Kuma Bear.
I can remember what it was.
Yeah.
The thing everyone will watch it just because it's like...
Apparently it's pretty good.
I love watching like adorable shit because it's just... it's just nice to relax and not watch people die all the time in anime. It's like, no one's going to die.
Yeah. The Day I Became a God is so far pretty fun. There's definitely those hints of like the seriousness in the background. Like there's a specific scene in episode 2 where the mother kind of hints where it's like, oh yeah, she's far off related to us. And he's like, well, why have I never heard of her before? And even later it cuts to a small scene of her on the phone where it's like, oh, I can't believe like she's actually here and this is going to be a thing kind of thing. So there's some like hint of a seriousness
to the show
in the background. It's more of an aura until it becomes more pungent.
Over the moon for you. Oh my god.
Yes.
First thing I wrote is he freaks out that she's just wearing an apron.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, she's wearing an apron. Oh my god, I'm in love. This dude needs some help. I'm telling you. Yeah. Like, there's that scene when she's like, I'm going to cook you something. Opens the fridge. He's like, oh, I did all this mathematical and, like, nutritious research just to find out what the perfect thing I need. And he eats the same thing every day.
Curry. Every day.
He says hot pot.
Oh, yeah, hot pot.
Like, I open it. They open it. I'm like, oh, he's got a lot of different foods. And he's like, oh, no, I make the exact same thing every day. It's...
There was a fourth wall break as well, like in this episode. That was pretty good. I didn't write explicitly down what it was, but I remember kind of getting a good chuckle out of it. Just like, real quick to backtrack, the day I became a god, at one point they complain that the scenario that they're in is like being out of a manga. I wrote down, an anime original show complains about something being out of a manga is pretty ironic.
Yeah.
But...
I think it's kind of been more and more like the fourth wall breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so like that other big thing that happened in episodes, you're introduced to the sisters.
At the onsen.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's 2 episodes this week that are just like, here's sisters.
Bruh, this fucking show, though.
Everyone's
who lets a 15-year-old run that entire thing?
Yeah.
Who lets a 15-year-old walk around in the men's section?
I've never been. I don't know how it works. But I'm
that
pretty
is
sure
totally illegal. Come on now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's illegal, but I don't.
Also, it is established that he helped save their business, and they still charge him every time to go in. That's some bullshit.
Listen, man, you got to save your business one way or another.
Oh, fuck that. Like, he did the entire, like, there's an entire scene where she's like, oh, yeah, he helped, and they, like, show him doing all of the workbooks of like, you'll get a tax deduction if you do this. This will remove your debts for this. It's like, you still charge him every single day to take a bath? Come on, man.
He's like a super smart dude, but just lives his life. He's happy. He's a married man. He's happily married for how long has it been? Like a week?
2 days. No, 24 hours because that's the morning after.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is the. Sorry, my pen dropped.
Yeah.
But then they walk by the church. Remember, more lewd hand holding.
Dude, the misconception of like her being jealous of these like sister and him because they're like middle school friends. And then him being like, oh, did she want like an actual wedding? And it's like, I'll be back. Just tell me I'm pretty.
Yeah,
he runs away.
He just like gets so. I don't want to read the manga till the series is done because I don't want to spoil anything for him. But there's a few guys that know that read the manga, and they said it's like 10 times more like ridiculous, adorable, and just crazy.
I can see definitely why it got an adaptation. I'm kind of curious why they slightly renamed it. Because the English title is like Tanikawa Over the Moon for You. Then I think the manga is just called Over the Moon.
Yeah, I think it's Over the Moon for You, and then it says that.
I know the Japanese title is Tanikaku Kawaii.
Kawaii.
So there's that, but that
dude puts way too much effort into everything. He overthinks everything.
Yes.
Sorry, that was
technically the English. The English title for the manga is Generally Cute Fly Me to the Moon, not Over the Moon for You.
Huh. That's I don't know.
Yeah, like on Right Stuff, if you want to find this, you have to search up "Fly Me to the Moon" for the manga.
I guess Over the Moon for you is easier than Fly Me.
But Frank Sinatra is very like.
Hey, how dare you? How dare you? Frank Sinatra is a national treasure.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, I thought you were.
Frank Sinatra's, "Fly Me to the Moon" is so synonymous in America.
I mean, that's just his cover
it should
of
be
it.
way easier to like keep "Fly Me to the Moon" in the back of your head than "Over the Moon" for you.
Yeah. But then, speaking of lewd hand-holding, we get to Adachi and Shimamura, where there's more... Shimamura. Sorry, whatever.
You're going to get this right one day, goddammit.
No, I'm never going to get this right. Doesn't matter how many sticky notes we put on our wall of shame. More lewd hand... Oh, my... Dude. Like, I might have skipped through a lot of the other shit, but, like... I have a lot of notes on my phone about this.
So, look, man.
Also,
Adachi,
first things first, lesbians.
100%. It was established through the synopsis that this is going to be some like lesbian stuff.
Also, fuck beams of light, ruin every shot.
Okay, calm down.
And then the astronaut is still...
Dude, the little space girl is absolutely fun. I enjoy when she's in the picture because it's
just so out there.
It's out there enough, but it's also lighthearted enough because there's like those specific moments where it's not overly dramatic, but the characters are getting too into their own head, and the space girl is a good breaking of the like tension that they're creating themselves.
I just love the noise. She's just like true. Also, apparently, I always forget which one's which. Adachi is the blue hair.
Yeah. Shimamura
is the other one.
Yeah, long blonde.
So Adachi, she says in this episode, she's got a part-time job, which then sparks her friend's interest of like, where is it? She's like, I'm not telling you shit. And then you get to
hold on real quick. Even before that, there was a little bit of flirting going on.
Oh, dude, there was a lot of flirting going on.
I wrote down, I was like, the flirting, oh my God.
Dude, it's the street romance. It's like, oh, my head's on your lap. And there was like, oh my God. She's like, I'll turn this way. And they're both blushing.
Why? Oh, it's because you smell real nice. Okay, come on.
Just do it. Just fucking kiss already.
Adachi has a dream that she had kissed Shimamura and she can't get it out of her head. And she's like, near the very first part of the episode, I was like, oh, Adachi 100% knows that she's gay. It's just Shimamura that has that like little questioning tings.
Yeah.
And then a little bit later on, I was like, oh, apparently Adachi is 100% not sure that she's gay, but she's about to be.
Dude, there was one point when she says, oh, you're cute. She's like, oh my God. No, she says, you're pretty. She's like, oh my God, no one said that before. And then she's like, oh, they must be blind. And you're just like, oh, this is it. And the next thing I wrote up there was, oh, shit. Hand holding. They're holding hands. It's so, dude, it's so adorable.
Yes.
Like, you can have two people kiss, whatever, hand holding, then you're like, oh, that's something you don't see all the time. Like, oh my God, it's...
Yeah.
And then when it's getting good, they're having their little romance scene, you're kind of getting a little moody. You're like, oh, maybe something's going to happen. Fucking astronaut shows up.
Yeah.
She likes donuts, apparently.
Yeah. Who doesn't like donuts?
That's true.
But the...
Vegans?
Adachi questioning her like sexuality after a dream kiss and like going through the like, oh, we're just friends, like it's whatever, it would have been like it's just a kiss, it's nothing. It's like, well, maybe if I was like alone with her and she was asleep for like 12 hours and no one else was around and I knew that, maybe I'd also give her a kiss IRL. Just those like running away with the idea where it's like, maybe it would kiss her in real life.
It's the same thing with Over the Moon for you. Like, oh my God, she's asleep. I mean, sneaker.
Yeah, but that was a little bit more wholesome. This one is also pretty wholesome, but like kind of humorous, where it's like running away with the idea of, oh, maybe I will kiss her.
When we get later into the episode, then she like stumbles upon her work, and she's like, oh, she looks good in that dress.
Yes, she does.
And you're just like, oh man, is this it? Is this? Plus, you see her mom, but you don't see the dad, so maybe her mom's a lesbian? Question mark?
No, come on now. Not everyone has to be a lesbian in this show.
Yes, they do.
No.
I want to see them be together, Justice. It's the only way.
Well, yes, those two. I feel like that I know how this show's going to play out because it may eventually be tropey. I hope it doesn't eventually like get to a tropey level where they split up and then they realize their feelings and then get back together. And
It's
like there's
happen.
going to be like a full tension thing. Who knows? I really hope it doesn't fully lean into that. I'll be fine with it either way. I'll still enjoy it, but
It'll be like a race. You'll just have like a 16-year gap, and then bada bing, bada boom. I got a kid. I used to like you.
yo, my parents have like a 7-year gap. It's whatever.
No, I'm not saying the gap. I'm just saying like he goes into a coma and he races, wakes up. He's like, oh, I love her. It's like, oh, sorry, I'm already married and I got a kid.
Oh yeah, yeah. What do you expect?
I expect better.
Well, read the manga.
But the best part of the whole thing is at the end. They go over to her house, right?
Adachi goes over to Shimamura's house
yeah,
to play video games.
Yep, and then like Shimamura sits down, and then legs kind of spread out a little bit. So what does Adachi do? Sits right in between them legs and leans back.
Can I sit on your lap? Yes. She sits down. Adachi like tries to lean her back, and it's like Adachi's flinging her arms around like, what are you doing?
Dude, and then she turns around, and then she's going for a kiss. She's going for a kiss.
Yeah,
pretty established.
Immediately she's like,
are you okay? Are you breathing?
Maybe I want to kiss her. What?
Oh, it's like, well, they cut it off. They cuck you, man. They stop you. They're like, oh, are you okay? You breathing? You're kind of red. You all right? You're just like, oh. And
then she like immediately, oh, I have to go. And
yeah.
That's the like.
No, sorry. The best part is when she's at home and she literally says, "What the if?" And it's just the subtitles like 30 Fs.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the show a lot. 2 episodes in, it is already the one. Like even the first 2 minutes in, I was the most like, yes, I'm ready to like sit down.
Makes you excited.
Enjoy all of this show.
I want more. Of the show.
Yes.
I think, is there a manga for it? I think. I mean, there's gotta be.
Yes. No. Yes. No.
I don't know if it's a manga or it's a. Wait a minute, I'm getting mixed signals here, Justin.
Look, I'm really good at mixed signals. Apparently, so are they.
Yeah, dude, they went to. Oh, I forgot to mention. They went to class.
It is It is a manga adaptation, also titled Adachi and Shimamura. It is available on Right Stuff.
Ooh, so I know what I'm ordering this week. It
is ongoing. Currently.
Is this going to turn into citrus?
It's been publishing since October 10th, 2012.
Really? That long?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like a thing where it's, one a year. You know what I mean?
God, I hope not. That would be so bad.
But think about it, if you got like what? In a volume, there's like 3 or 4 chapters?
Most manga have about 6 to 8. Sometimes shorter chapters. It could be up to 10.
So let's say it's the minimum 6, right?
Mm.
So let's say you do 1 a year at 6. That's 8. So what does that sound like? 54. So I mean, 54 episodes you could technically say, but it depends on how much they take per episode.
Per episode is typically like 1 to 2 chapters, unless the chapter is very heavy.
Yeah, I don't read a lot of manga, so you'd know a lot better than I do. Weeb.
Yeah.
Shoot, it is an anime podcast, so I don't think that works. Okay. That's not really, nothing really happened minus those 2 shows were just, it was like the perfect amount of how adorable they are.
Mm-hmm. It looks like Adachi and Shimamura are currently getting a U.S. adaptation for the manga that's not out yet.
You read me Adachi and
Shimamura.
If I'm not on next week, you know who did it.
The Volume 1 in English releases January 19th. So.
Wait. Releases when?
January 19th.
So I gotta wait 3 months. Oh.
Well, you'll at least still have the...
Also, look up the fan. I'll still buy it.
So, wow. This just really gets way deeper. So, Adachi and Shimamura is a novel. So, it's a light novel that was adapted into a manga that's now being adapted into an anime.
Is the light novel translated by chance? I'm just asking just to look up everything
Probably
today.
Not. Damn. If the manga is not already translated, then I would assume that the light novel wouldn't be. unless it's fan translated.
Probably. I mean, there's a lot of good fan translations out there.
Yeah, there are. Let's see. It's a Yuri light novel series.
Oh, who would have guessed? So it is citrus. Just another one. Except the thing is, citrus is way too... It's more adulty, if that makes sense. This is more like kind of innocent, like them realizing it. Citrus is like, bada bing, bada boo, kiss. It's like, it's not even any like lewd hand holding this week.
Wait, it's a light novel series. There's volumes 1, 2, 3, 9 volumes so far.
Jesus. So we're going to get quite a bit of it.
Yeah, so there's 9 light novel volumes, and then there's currently 3 manga volumes released, which the first one is about to be released in America here soon. So
I'll probably buy it as soon as it... That's something we should do. We should have a book club. That should be our other. We should make another like small little... That'll be our post show. We could do a post show just to...
Oh, that'd be a great excuse to buy like 1 manga volume each month.
I thought you were going to say a week for a second. I was like, justice. That'd be a cool little, like our once a month thing. Talk about a random manga reading. I vote for your in April.
I already have volume 1 if you want to borrow it.
Hopefully it gets an anime adaptation.
Yeah, I hear it'd be pretty good. I think A1 should do it.
Oh, really? A1? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure you don't want Queen Bee to do it?
No. No, I don't.
Well, we're about 42 minutes. Do you want to... so again, we're watching Corpse Party next week.
Yes.
This is getting uploaded on Wednesdays, but come next month, we'll be switching our upload schedule. So hopefully record on Saturdays and then up on Monday.
Yes.
So we might have not a bye week, but because the thing is we'll be recording next Monday. Yeah, I mean it'll be weird because we'll only have a few things in between, so we might do I guess we'll figure it out. We'll do something.
Real quick for Higurashi, though nothing super big happened.
She's a scary bitch.
Yes. The Reina, like, looking like a goddamn murderer. Also, she monologues for a moment very straight, like, hey, do you have anything you're hiding from me? Oh, well, do you have anything you're hiding from me? How about this thing, or this thing, or this thing, or this thing that she does where it's like, oh, bitch snapped.
Yeah. Well, she'll do... That's kind of her character design. It's like... That's the whole thing of Higurashi. It's like, oh, you're normal. And then you get this big, like... Oh, shoot, they're snapping and they're like going crazy.
Yeah, so...
Something's in that Flint, Michigan water.
So, real quick, the things that I did write down specifically for Higurashi were, it was like, the guy going missing was expected, especially at the way episode 2 ended. The thing that was surprising for me is the fact that the chick is also missing. And then...
no one cares about her.
Yeah, but... Reina, like, of course she's, like, super suspicious, and there's that entire tent scene near the end where it's like, wait, she's supposed to be in my bedroom? When did she be in, was she in the bedroom? Why? Well, he's, like, on the phone with a police detective, and it's all supposed to be quiet and secretive. But I did write down that I feel like as super suspicious as she is, it's currently supposed to be like a misdirect. Like it's too on the nose right now.
Maybe she wants to be on the
nose. Yeah, maybe.
Dude, but I don't want to say
that was
much.
Just kind of my thoughts currently. Because I know you have already seen it. So
yeah, that's why I'm trying to like avoid saying anything I'm not supposed to say about it.
Yeah, that's why I figured I'd also just throw out my opinion as someone who has not seen the show.
Pleb.
Dude,
you're going to love Corpse Party. We're going to have a lot to talk about. It is going to be brutal. It's going to be great. You're going to... I don't want to spoil too much, but you're going to love... I think you'll love it. I don't know... do we want to announce who our guest is? I guess it'll just be a surprise.
I mean, it's just going to be Alex.
I know, it's Elon Musk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kanye West.
He was on the ballot.
Yeah, but our guest next week is going to be Alex, our current co-host for our other podcast, the Bon We Podcast.
Go check it out.
Yeah, but that's kind of what we wanted to talk about this time. We will be taking a break, talking about the weekly stuff, unless there's something that's like too pertinent not to talk about, and ways of like a show.
Listen, if they kiss next week in Adachi, we're talking about it.
Yeah. So
Fingers crossed. Both fingers crossed. Knock on wood. We got wood desk.
So that we'll be taking a break. It'll probably be one or definitely next podcast, but maybe the podcast afterwards as well. We might
just to fix the schedule.
To both fix the schedule, but to also let the stories really develop into their own. I think is going to be the best, because we made mention that there's not a whole lot massively going on, but now that we're both 2 and 3 episodes in, depending on which show it is, that's really starting to like get into the weeds of the actual show. So letting that develop for 2 more weeks, being episodes 4 and 5 by the time we talk about it again, should be pretty good.
Yep.
But
Toodaloo.
thanks for listening. Goodbye.
No, you're welcome for talking.